ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else. Guys, who is fucking hyped for today's stream? Let's see it in the chat. Chat, who is fucking hyped? Cause bro, I am hyped. We're on the fucking class 4 trial. And you guys are joined today by a fucking living legend. Well, I mean, maybe not so much living anymore, but you get the idea. You know what I mean. You're joined by the most ultimate fucking gambler known to man. Well, I mean, Hikari from JJK is also up there, but you know. Hikari's not a girl boss, so. Alright, chat, you guys ready? You ready for this? I'm ready to debunk this death. Alright. Let me just check one more thing quick before I put my camera on. And then you guys... Are y'all ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this. Wait, hold on. Why is my... Okay, there we go. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Celeste Woodenberg! We're here, chat. We are here. I'm hot as fuck in this cosplay, but it's alright. It is hot as shit in my room. What is it outside right now? What is the weather? Oh, that's cute. It just doesn't tell me. Well, either way, it is hot as shit. But welcome to today's stream, guys. Joined by Celestia Ludenberg. And I have the tie this time! Last time I didn't have the tie! It finally came in the mail, and that's why I wanted to redo this cosplay. But we're here. We are here. I got Monokuma here. I did the fucking nails again. Chat, we are here. I'm ready for this shit. Thank you guys for the support in chat. And thankfully, my parents are cool with me doing a fucking cosplay like this. Luckily, they're not judgmental like that. Thank fucking God, bro. I don't know. Make sure to say hi. Oh, buddy. Believe me. I've got my drinks actually right back here. We've got Gamer Subs for Energy. Not sponsored. And we've got big thing of water right here. So we're good. Don't worry. So chat. Let me tell you what's up for today's stream. Oh shit, I forgot. And we got the little finger. Here's what's going on for today's stream. We have a special stream today. Because I'm doing the cosplay, obviously. But we're also in the trial. But before we do the trial, before we get, not sponsored. Before we get into the trial, I actually want to show you guys something. Because, you know, I'm just the ultimate gambler. And I mean, sure, we could just react to the trial like that. But, let's see if I can find it. Oh. Ta-da! We gotta gamble. You gotta fucking gamble. It's only fitting that, like, we're gambling as the ultimate gambler. You know what I mean? Let me put Monokuma back in his spot real quick. Just put him right here next to the gamer subs. And we gotta gamble, you know, because that's what we do. Bro, let's go. Thank you, Val. Thank you, my fellow Celestia Ludenberg enjoyer. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've gotta fucking gamble, dude. That's what we're here to do. Yeah, the face came over. So, I was lucky enough. I was so fucking lucky, chat, to find one of these at the store. Because recently, it has been hard to get Pokemon cards, bro. It has been hard. It's been so fucking hard because all the unemployed scalpers are fucking buying them up. And I can't ever buy them. And so we're gambling. So here's how this is going to work, right? Let me ask you, chat. We have two options here. We have two options. Let me move this up so that way I don't have to scroll the whole way down. I'll give you guys one of two options, alright? So we can either open it all right now, or we can open 3 packs right now, 3 packs after the first trial video, and 3 packs after the second trial video. And I also have the One Piece pack as well, which maybe I'll just open this right now to start us off. But, what would you guys rather do? Would you rather me do it all in one fell swoop, or should we do it afterwards? Or like in between? Because I'm fine with either way. In the meantime, I'm going to open this One Piece pack up, and we're going to get started with this at least. Spread it out? Alright, we're going to spread it out. Let's do 3 packs per. Alright, so Wait, whoops. Here we go. Alright. As you can see, here's the pack. Here's the ETB. This is my Rize from Chainsaw Man mouse pad. If you guys have never watched Chainsaw Man, W series, manga wise and what do you call it, anime wise. But let's start off with One Piece Royal Blood. Yeah, this will be our intermissions. So best thing I can pull out of this is a manga. And if I pull a manga, I will fucking shit myself because mangas are very fucking expensive to say the least. And I'll show you guys the hits for the Pokemon pack afterwards too. But anyway, let's start off. We got Bellamy, Perona, Nika Robin, we got Heat and Wire, we got Saint Homing, Sai, Treble, Caesar Clown, Giola, Usopp Leader. Oh. This is a dead pack. Capone Gang Beige and Liberation. Alright. Well, that sucks. But that's alright. You've got 3 more packs to open up real quick. And man, like I said, I've wanted this for a while. It's hard to get your hands on some fucking Pokemon cards nowadays, dude. It really is. Scalpers just buy this shit out, and it's just impossible to fucking get any. So let's get this shit open. Listen, guys, I prepared for this stream. I've been ready. Alright. Here is a little booklet that you get. Let me show you guys what the hits are for this one. So this is what we're looking for, chat. We want Lily's Clefairy, Salamence, Enzoroark, Iono's Bellibolt, Hop Zacian. I mean, any of these top ones here. But for me specifically, I want this. I want Enzoroark. If I get this, I will probably cry. Maybe not really. But anyway. That is what we're looking for in this. Alright. Open this up. Man, I have not opened up an ETB in a very hot minute. Let me show you guys the promo card too. I don't know where it's at. Is it in here? Yeah, look at this. Look at this awesome little promo. I think it comes with the deck dividers in there. Yeah. Isn't this such a cute promo, chat? I love this. I think it's so cool. And is one of my favorite Pokemon characters. So, like, him and Zoro is so cute. I love that. Alright. Let's grab our 3 packs. That's 4. Put this in. Alright. We got the 3 big hits that we want to get. I'm gonna put this right here. Let's get opening. You know what? I'm gonna save an end for last. Let's start with Hop, because Hop is like the biggest, like, I don't want to say bum, but he's like probably my least favorite of the 3. Alright. So we got Rockruff, Caterpie, Magmar, Hops Wooloo, Rolling Golem, Cavalier, Brock Scouting, Lily's Pearl, Kecleon, and Noivern. Ooh, I love that Noivern card. That's really cool. And then we got a... Is that a holographic energy? No, it's just a normal one. I love Noivern. Probably top 15 for Pokemon for me, I think. Alright. Lily's pack. Like I said, we're looking for any of those, like, full art trainer ones. Not full art, but, like, you know what I mean. Alright. We got Kamala. We got Coughing. Shuppet. We got Hops Corvisquire. Roland Marowak. Rock Scouting again. Virizion. Shuppet. Levincia. And Hops Dugwool. Alright. Last one. Last one shot. Let's hope we get something good. Please. Give us, like, anything. Please. Alright. Last pack. Enge Joltik, Larvesta, Beldum, Torkoal, Scavalier, Iona's Electrode, Volcarona, Fungus, Black Belt's training, and ooh, Tapu Koko EX. Alright. I like this. This is a cool one. You guys fuck with this? I think this is a pretty sick one. Alright. Just put those to the side. And alright. Who's ready to get into the actual episode? I'm just gonna move that to the side for the time being. This is what you're all here for. Oh, and by the way, if you couldn't tell, I added chat on the screen now. And there's gonna be follower alerts too. Or subscriber alerts. So now I can actually say thank you for subscribing. I don't know how visible the chat is. Like I said, it's just a work in progress. But anyway. Let me actually add it over here too. Which one is it? YT overlay? There we go. Alright. Turn off the Monokuma music. And let's get into this shit. We got the bingo board. Again, I don't really know if we're gonna get any more, but guess we'll have to see. Alright, here we go. Trial of the Phoenix Part 1. Let's do this shit. I'm fucking sweating my ass off. Oh, you know, before we begin this, I guess I should, I suppose I should probably do a preface of what my theory is. I know I'm taking a while to get into this, guys. I'm so sorry. But here is what my theory is, alright? I think... Oh, wait, what the fuck? Did they actually make... That's kind of funny, I think. That's, like, somewhat funny. I have two theories, right? Theory number one is that it's gonna be a, that someone actually did kill, her. I don't know if that is the case. Because here's the problem, chat. Someone was sending my guy Hama some notes. They were sending him notes, telling him where to go. And because of that, I want to think that there might be someone else involved. However, my other theory is that Watari could have pulled a Nagito, and she accidentally set... Well, I don't want to say accidentally, but Hama kind of got set up. So let's just say, you know, he's going up the stairs or whatever, and he walks on, like, some... I don't know, this is going to sound stupid. Maybe, like, a tripwire or something. And then that starts the fire, and he's the one that technically started the fire. Just like how Chiaki technically killed Nagito because she threw the thing. So, that is my little theory. I'm worried Hama's going to be the culprit, but at the same time, I could see it being someone else, too. Like, I could see it possibly being, like, I don't know, Tomba or something. That's my guesses, but I don't know. We will see. Anyway, I'm gonna get this shit started, and I won't keep dragging it on. Let's get into this.
Before we start talking, can I ask a question?
What's up?
I just want to clarify something. If someone commits suicide, who's held culpable?
True.
Is there still a blackened?
That's a good question, actually.
Rapid?
As always, they who ended a life will be held culpable for the resulting death. In the case of suicide, the blackened and the victim just so happen to be the same person. In that case, you're advised to vote the victim as the blackened.
Okay.
There will be no resulting execution.
You can't seriously think she killed herself, though.
Well, suicide came up during the investigation. So I just wanted to make sure I understood the rules surrounding it.
Right.
How the hell did suicide come up? They burned down half the school trying to kill her. That doesn't exactly scream suicide.
Well, mostly it's Hama. Would you mind testifying? I just want everyone to be on the same page with what you told me earlier.
Right. Where do you want me to start?
With the first note you got, if that's alright.
Okay. Well, Watari slipped a note under my door a bit before nighttime, telling me
I
to
didn't
meet
put
her
any
an hour
steps
after
in
the
this.
nighttime announcement.
And you're positive it was Watari?
Yeah. Are you
I'm pretty
positive?
sure. It was definitely her writing.
Okay. So then what happened?
I waited until an hour after the nighttime announcement. Then I did what it said. I went upstairs to the sewing room.
So that's when I saw you.
Just do one
Yeah,
sweep of this.
I got there.
We're on a
Watari
good
didn't
juice with the
show.
chat.
It was just Hidewaki. We talked for a couple of minutes, I guess, but I was getting kind of worried, so I went to go look for Watari. I couldn't find her, so I thought maybe she'd just shown up late and she was waiting for me in the sewing room.
So you went back.
Shout out Moist Critical chat.
Yeah,
That's my goat.
I went back up. That's when I found the second note.
Second note?
It said she was going to kill herself.
That doesn't make sense to me, though.
It said she went back to her room to kill herself. So I ran back downstairs to find her. But she wasn't there. Then everyone started freaking out and yelling that there was a fire.
Right. Then I think it would be a good idea for us to start with Hiroaki.
Wait, excuse me?
Yeah, hold on. What?
Wait, why are we starting
Watari
again?
was supposed to be in the sewing room, but Hiroaki was there instead. I'm just wondering why.
I was in the sewing room because I'm always in the sewing room.
Okay.
That late at night?
I couldn't sleep. I just went up there because I was bored. I never saw Watari. She never showed. That's not my fault. And for the record, I never saw any notes either.
No?
No.
When did you leave the sewing room?
Just after Hama did. I figured it was getting pretty late, so I was gonna try sleeping again.
And neither of you saw Watari at any point?
Nope.
Not at all.
Right. Okay.
Where was Watari?
But
She died in the computer lab, right? That's the thing that's throwing me off. Why was she in the computer lab? Like, who threw her in the computer lab? The only thing that I can think of is she was in the computer lab to grab the computer for Wada. But I thought they grabbed the computer, did they not? Oh, you know what? Also, chat, I think I'm gonna open my window really quick. To my right. I have my water and shit, don't get me wrong, but I definitely feel like I need more air. Much better. Alright. There we go.
But I think it's real fucking weird that you ended
Thank
up in
you.
the
I
sewing
appreciate
room
that,
instead of
Wizard Kuma.
Watari.
Wait, it's not. She doesn't own the sewing room. I didn't even know you guys were meeting there. I was just there to work. Hama, seriously, I never saw Watari and I never saw the note.
So where were you when the fire started?
I was downstairs. Yanagi, tell him I was with you. Yanagi and I were in the dining room.
Yeah, they're
We're
together.
the ones who found the fire in the first place.
And then you ran upstairs.
We ran upstairs once to go check out the smoke. Then I ran upstairs again because Yanagi ran after Hayashi. Stupid, by the way.
What? Nakamigawa, you ran into the fire?
But because of Yanagi. And I didn't run into the fire. I just ran upstairs.
You could have just as easily killed her then.
No, I couldn't have. I was with Yanagi both times. Unless he saw me kill her, I think it's safe to say that I didn't do anything.
Yanagi, got anything?
Right, I was with Hiroaki. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Then, what?
But if we're pointing fingers, I think it's pretty interesting that Hama was the only person who saw the notes.
That is kind of
And
interesting, but
he
like,
has no alibi.
I believe it.
What?
During the fire. Nobody saw you at all.
You did.
Weird.
But because I was in Watari's room.
It can't be Hama. That wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, we're not
We
doing
have
this,
zero
remember?
proof that there even was a suicide
Wada,
note.
we can't
In
do
fact,
that shit.
I was in the sewing room and I didn't see a thing. So really, we have more proof that there was no suicide note.
What the hell did you want me to do? Take it with me? I was kind of fucking preoccupied.
With what? Running down to check Watari's room? Cause I'd
No, they
love
literally are,
to
hot
talk
dog.
about that.
Just shut up.
How long would it take to check her room? Like 2 seconds? They're not exactly massive. You can tell with one look whether or not she's in there. Why the hell were you searching her room for the whole damn fire?
Hold on. It would take more than a couple seconds. you need to check the bathroom and the closet and stuff too, right? I mean, I'd imagine he'd want to be thorough.
Yeah.
If she was dying and he missed her because he was careless, that'd be bad.
She said she was in her room. I just took her word for it.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I don't blame him for
Because
that.
you two were super close, right?
Nakamigawa!
It would have been pretty easy for you to get close to her. You even had a meeting planned. She trusted you.
I didn't fucking kill
Bro,
her.
it was not
Why
him.
the hell would I write myself a fake meeting note that would do nothing but incriminate me?
Yeah, how am I
Why
spitting?
would I show up in the sewing room and talk to you if I didn't want anyone to know I was there?
Implying there even was a meeting note. If anything, I'd guess you wrote Watery a meeting note and planned to meet with her in the sewing room. You just weren't expecting me to be there.
Hold on a minute. That's wrong.
He said that's
The meeting
wrong.
note was definitely real. I've got it here.
Hama, meet me in the sewing room 1 hour after the nighttime announcement. Don't be late. That would be super lame. Later, nerd. Love, Nishino.
I can't make any promises about the second note, but the first one is definitely real.
Well, fine, I guess. But
I know,
if
Ken
that
literally
really
didn't know that's
Is
wrong.
Watari's writing? Which, I mean, we're only going off of Hama's testimony, but if it is Watari's writing, she's definitely the one who wanted to meet up, not Hama.
So then, we can move on from Hama?
Unless anyone has anything else they wanted to add?
I mean, Hama did say he could start fires with his demon powers. So,
Let's be so serious, Wada.
No.
Wada,
No,
come
we
on,
can't.
bruh.
That's dumb.
Wait, sorry. I'm honestly a bit lost here.
Shocker.
I was kind of distracted for a lot of the investigation. Can someone give me a quick rundown of what actually happened?
Wateri's dead.
Yeah, I picked up that much. But, there was a fire, I guess?
Okay, so around, I want to say midnight,
Okay.
there was this giant fire. We don't know how it started, but it was up on the second and third floors.
Right.
Hayashi, Yanagi, and Hiroaki ran upstairs to go check it out. But then the fire got put out, and then the lights came on. She was in the computer lab, completely burnt up. You could barely even tell it was her.
Wait, but... Sorry, this is probably a stupid question. But if she was killed by the fire, how do we vote anyone as the Blackened?
In the event that a student falls victim to fire or smoke, the student who started the fire will be held responsible.
Okay.
Ah, right.
Makes sense.
Okay.
that makes things a bit easier though, right? We just need to figure out who started the fire.
But how do we know if she was killed by fire?
Because she was burned?
I mean, someone could have attacked her and then started the fire, right?
Then they'd be guilty either way. She was definitely killed by the fire though, right? I mean, look at her. I couldn't even really recognize her.
So
Gotta
you think
fix
she
this.
burned to death?
Actually, most people who die in fires die of smoke inhalation long before they could actually burn to death. So, I mean, at the very least, that's a lot less painful.
Wait,
There
so
we go.
did she burn to death, or did she suffocate?
Oh
I don't
my
know-
god, does it matter?
It does matter. Everything matters. It's the cause of death. It matters a lot.
Well, I mean, whether it was burning or smoke, it's safe to say that the fire's what killed her, right?
Oh, we're not going off
So
poison
we just
for
need to
once?
figure
Thank
out who
God.
started it.
But, wait. Did she have any other wounds? Could she have died any other way?
The hell? You should know. You're the one who investigated the body.
Honestly, I'm really not feeling so well. My apologies.
Hey, come here. I want to keep an eye on you.
Wait, since when are we allowed to switch podiums?
It really doesn't matter very much.
Then I want to switch.
Can we please focus?
Whatever, just We shouldn't be dismissing other causes of death.
Right.
Sure, maybe she died from the fire, but if she didn't die from the fire would be a great way to cover that up.
I still don't really understand how the fire started at all.
I still
I'm
think
surprised to hear that, honestly.
I still think that the fire started because of like something at the computer lab with like her trying to get the computer, or even, you know what? Do you guys think them overloading like all the computers would possibly start? Because remember that Wada was trying to start up all those computers. Do you think it's possible that maybe he was like, him starting all those computers started the fire somehow? I don't know. Like, that's my guess.
Considering you probably started it.
I don't know. It's just my prediction.
It started in the computer lab, right? Aren't you in there all the time?
No, I'm not. I promise I'm not. I haven't gone to the computer lab since Okazaki.
Actually, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if it?
You took a
what if
PC
computer
from the
ignited
computer
by, like,
lab earlier today,
overheating?
didn't you? The one you put in the staff room.
So they did do that.
That wasn't. Someone took it. I just waited outside.
Yeah, he didn't come in. I got the PC and then we left. I'm pretty sure I would have noticed him starting a fucking fire either way.
True.
And it doesn't even matter. Because that was hours before the fire started anyway.
But you used to spend a lot of time in the computer lab, right? You'd know the most about the computer lab out of any of us.
So? Knowing a lot about the computer lab doesn't mean he's any better at setting it on fire.
Wait, sorry. Just to clarify, why is everyone so sure the fire started in the computer lab?
Well, I mean, that was where Watari's body was, right?
Right.
Not to mention, it was really, really damaged. The entire ceiling was collapsed.
Right. Okay.
Maybe Hama really did start the fire with his
Oh my
demon
God,
arm.
Tamba, you're a bot, bro.
I definitely
Holy.
didn't.
Then, maybe someone used a lighter?
Well,
Bro,
the only lighter in the school was Watari's, right?
bro, Tamba's the type of person that if you tell him it's written, gullible is written on the ceiling, she probably looks up. She probably would look up for that.
That's the only one we know of, at least. Either way, it's dead. I've got it here.
Do you just carry around evidence in your pockets all the time?
I mean, well, usually during these trials, we all just kind of take each other's word for stuff, right? I thought it might help back up some of my points if I had actual evidence to show. But look, it's dead. See?
That doesn't mean we can rule it out completely, though. Could someone have just used the fluid?
It was already dead by the time the fire started. It died earlier this afternoon, Watari told me.
So what if she was lying? I'm just saying, we're ignoring the one person in the building that would have been better at starting fires than any of us.
What the hell are you saying?
I'm saying that she could have dumped the lighter fluid herself and just saved it for later. And even if she didn't do it like that,
Watari wouldn't do that! Watari wouldn't put everyone in danger like that. If she was gonna kill herself, she would have just done it.
Hey, she likes fires,
She wouldn't
though.
burn down the whole damn school and kill us all.
I mean, she does, but I don't think she would do
Can
that.
I say something?
What's he gonna
Go
say?
on.
Watari knew how to start fires without a lighter.
She did.
Yeah?
She literally admitted that.
She told us during the staff meeting. She had made a little fire for us so we could have some light while we talked. She said she knew how to make fire without a lighter.
Oh wait, that's right.
Why the fuck are you doing this to her?
Wait, but the other thing is that I think when we were literally doing the investigation, they said that they smelled gasoline, and there was gasoline missing from the one, what was it, the incinerator room or something? So, maybe it's not the computer theory I said. Maybe she just, like, I don't know. That's what I was kind of thinking, Mystic. Like, I feel like there is a chance that, like, you know, that is the case. And, like, Hama, listen, man. I get it, you don't want to hear your friend get incriminated, but, like, she's already dead, so it's like, what does it matter? You're getting your life saved, no one dies here. I feel like it's a win overall. Like, does it still hurt to hear that? Yeah, of course, but, like, bro, you gotta prioritize your survival. And just, I would feel better personally knowing that, like, no one murdered her. I feel like. I mean, I would be sad knowing she, like, you know, offed herself, but, like, I don't know, I feel like it'd be probably better to just hear that than hear someone murdered her. In a really fucking cruel way, too, mind you.
Her.
Huh?
She fucking cared about you. Why are you doing this to her?
I'm not doing anything to her. I'm just... We need to consider everything, right? So...
You know, if anyone else could have gotten close to her without her fighting back, it'd be you. You know that, right? She fucking trusted you.
I didn't hurt her.
She made that meeting fire for you in the first place, because you're afraid of the dark. If anyone was gonna get hit by the fucking motive, it would be you.
But Tori, she was giving me a light. She's the last person I'd hurt over the motive. I swear I didn't do anything.
So where were you during the fucking fire then?
Dude, no! They're fighting!
I was in my room.
You had no alibi during the fire. You had no alibi before the fire. Where the hell were you?
Dude, Hama's getting pissed!
Wada!
I mean, I don't blame him, but like, damn.
Wait.
Wada?
What's going on?
Wait. Hold on. I think we should move on. We have other topics we should.
Wait, why did someone say wait?
He's faking it. He just doesn't want to get caught.
Faking what?
Yeah, what is he faking?
I'm so confused.
Wait. Okay. I was waiting to see if Hama was right about that. Wada, are you having trouble talking again? It's selective mutism. I kind of figured from the start, but...
Selective mutism?
Right. It's a form of mutism that's not being able to talk that only applies in certain situations. It's an anxiety disorder. It just means that under certain circumstances, he can't talk.
Can't talk or won't talk?
Can't talk. It's mostly seen in children, but if it goes untreated in childhood, it can follow someone into adulthood too. He had it as a kid, so it makes sense that he'd still have it now.
Hold on, pause. How do you know that? That he had it as a kid. How do you know that?
He read his profile.
It was in his student profile.
You... What?
You read our profiles?
What?
Hasagawa, you went through my shit?
You guys realize we all agreed to read the profiles if someone got murdered.
True, that is literally
right?
what they said.
You're freaking out on him for something we told him to do.
That stuff is private, though.
Oh, boo-hoo, Tomba.
Going through my info like that.
Rich.
I have to agree.
Rich is crazy.
That information is... That's private.
Wow, rough. Sucks.
We said we'd read them if someone
That was
died.
literally the agreement, yeah.
That was the whole point of keeping them.
Regardless, you should have asked first, or at least told us they're going to be read.
You knew that! We agreed to that. No.
He's right. We all agreed to it. It was an emergency.
Did you at least find anything relevant? Anything
That was
useful?
relevant.
Well... If we're going off the files, then the prime suspects should be Wada, Ojima, and me.
What? You're incriminating yourself?
Let him be,
I know
bruh.
I'm innocent. I'll gladly give up whatever info I have, because I know it'll prove I didn't do anything.
Alright, then let's start there.
Yeah, let's
we'll
start
just
there.
go down the list and badger all three of you. Then we can rule you out. Or, execute you. You want to give us your testimony?
Right.
Okay, let's hear it.
I don't really have much of an alibi. Honestly, I was in my room all day right up until the fire started. After that, I went to the pool with everyone else.
Can confirm.
Yep.
He was definitely at the pool. He's the one who brought Ojima.
Where were you before that?
Like I said, I was in my room all day. I didn't even come out for breakfast.
That's kind of suspicious in itself, honestly. Why don't you ever come out of your room? What are you doing in there?
Oh my god,
It's
Tomba.
safer
You are
than
a fucking bot!
Dogs.
Apparently, that doesn't mean much anymore.
Bro, this buddy is traumatized. Let him be. His fucking best friend got decapitated. Oh my goodness, Tomba. Back to being a bot. Glad to see it.
Don't make jokes about that.
Wait,
Don't.
What did he say? Wait. What did I missed it? What did he say?
Come out of your room. What are you doing in there?
It's safer in my room. The door locks.
Apparently, that doesn't mean much anymore.
You... Don't make jokes about
Wait,
that.
wait, what does he mean? Am I
Don't.
stupid? What does he mean?
I stay in my room because it has a walking door and I've got light in there.
What?
How do you have light?
Yeah, how do you have light?
Well, I mean,
Hasegawa, how do you have light?
it's not fire.
That wasn't the question. How did you have light?
I
Oh, okay.
just...
Oh, right, because of the
Luminol.
fake, yeah, the fake
Wait, but
key
hold
or
on.
whatever.
I thought luminol only lit up blood.
You weren't making yourself bleed just so you can use the luminol, right?
Wait, tell me, chat, tell me this motherfucker used his own friend's blood to light up his room. If he did that, he's actually diabolical for that. I mean, it's smart, but that's like, that is fucking insane.
You can use the same blood stain more than once, and you...
Oh,
really
okay,
don't need
okay,
that
he was,
much,
he was
so
using
it's
his
not
own.
like
Alright,
I
never
was...
mind.
I mean, I didn't...
Are you crazy?
have we even used the luminol in a single investigation yet? This isn't really how I expected it to come up.
There's no
Oh,
way
okay.
that's fucking worth it just for a tiny bit of light.
Ah, hold on. Actually, that reminds me. The luminol. That was in the chem lab, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the killer started the fire with something from there. Hasegawa, you're super smart. Is there any mix
Why would you think otherwise? Well, I mean, he was the one that cleaned up, like, his friend's body. So, like, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he fucking stored some of his blood and took the luminol. Like, I don't know. That's why I said that. Sorry, that was dumb. Listen, chat. Sometimes we just don't be thinking. All right, that's what I gotta say.
chemicals that would make, like, I don't know, a fire?
If he knew how to do that, why the hell would he be bloodletting just to use the luminol?
I'm not sure why anyone would go through that much trouble either way if they could just use one of the Bunsen burners.
Oh, not the
One of
Bunsen
the
burners.
what?
Why the hell didn't you just use one of the Bunsen burners?
I don't exactly have a gas line running directly in my room. I wouldn't be able to turn it on.
Wait, hold on. What? I don't know anything
Yeah,
about this shit.
we're in the
What's a
top
Bunsen
arc, I
burner?
guess.
It's a gas burner. It maintains a single open flame. In labs, they're usually used for things like heating and combustion, but they need to be hooked up to a gas line. I don't have that in my room.
So could the killer have used that to start a fire?
Then it was Hasegawa, right? Since he's so familiar with all
All
the
right,
chem lab equipment.
Tama,
How would
wrap
using
it
the
up.
chem lab once or twice make him so familiar with the chem lab equipment?
It wasn't just once or twice. He was always in there with Kamimura.
Can anyone back up Hasegawa's alibi? Anyone?
Guess not.
But nobody saw me anywhere near the computer lab. Tama already said I was at the pool with everyone else. Besides, the fact that nobody saw me all day should support my testimony.
What is?
Listen, his alibi's not airtight, but I'm not sure what else we can pick apart. I think we should move on. He's still a suspect, but we have other people to investigate.
Right.
Then you're up, Wada.
Wada, care to testify?
Okay.
Woohoo! He's back!
Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks, Hasegawa. The last time I saw Watari was when Hama and I were setting up the PC in the staff room. She stayed for a little while, but then she left. I didn't see her again after that.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, it checks out.
That was the last time we saw her.
Why were you guys setting up a PC in the staff room anyway?
Literally for selective
So,
mutism.
So it would be easier for me to talk while my voice wasn't working.
So then what?
Well, we finished setting it up, so Hama left, but I stuck around for a little while to mess with my TTS preferences a bit. I went back to my room when Watari's fire went out.
And you stayed there?
Until the fire, yeah.
Can anyone back that?
Well, he came to the pool, so at the very least, he was probably in his room when the fire started.
All right, so here's a fun question. Where were you when the fire started?
Huh?
When the fire started?
Yeah, where were you
know,
at?
The one that burned down like half the school? Where were you when it started?
Oh, that's right.
My room.
No, wait, she's lying. No, because remember she pushed Nakamigawa down the stairs almost. Remember?
What are you even talking about?
Well, we both know you weren't in your room all night.
She almost pushed him down the
How about we
stairs.
talk about what you were doing in the stairwell?
I wasn't doing anything in the stairwell.
You know damn well that I passed you in the stairwell. So where were you going?
I was just going up to the dance studio.
Then you were on the 3rd floor when the fire started. Why aren't we suspecting Tamba again? Genuinely curious.
Yeah, why aren't we suspecting her?
Because I'm innocent?
You were the only one upstairs when the fire started.
I wasn't. I was in my room. After we talked in the stairwell, I ran back to the dorms to go find Mai. I never even made it to the dance studio.
Talked? Is that what you're going with? That we talked? You tried to kill me.
What?
I didn't.
What happened?
It was a mistake. I didn't.
She tried to push me down the stairs.
I didn't.
You
Yeah, you
totally
did.
did. You
Pack it
pushed
up,
me.
Tamba.
The only reason I'm here is because I caught myself on the railing.
But it was an accident. I didn't mean to push you. I was stressed and scared, and you bumped me, and my training kicked in.
Pretty sure I didn't train you to do that.
The
You
training
could have
kicked
killed
in.
me.
That's
mean to,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, easy to say when I lived. If I died, I doubt you'd be rushing to confess.
God, you're fine. Can you just move on already? You caught yourself. You're fine. Nothing happened. You're getting mad over.
Oh yeah? Push me again. See what happens.
Whoa, okay, stop. It was an accident. You're both fine. Can we just drop it? She fucked up, but you're okay.
Oh, whatever, Mai. You're practically brain dead now.
What?
Excuse me?
How have you not noticed? You used to actually give a damn. You used to be fighting.
Oh,
to get out of here.
Nakamigawa
Now
is
you're just
picking all the
fighting for
fights, bro.
Tamba. What happened to you trying to kick the grate down on day one? What happened to standing up against Sasaki's bullshit? What happened to breaking down doors? You're just going through the motions. You're just Tamba's guard dog now. We all have to put up with her stupid shit because she's got you on her roster.
Nakamigawa, just shut up for once!
Wow, no shit, you'd be defending her. Everyone's shocked. Newsflash, she's defending you too. You two
Dude, you know who Nakamigawa kind of reminds me of right now? You know what it reminds me of? Wait, let me see if I can pull the clip up. Hold up. Chat, I gotta pull this clip up. Look, bro, this is what he reminds me of right now. This is him.
Oh, come on, kid, you asked me that already. Now quit wasting my time!
Hey, you can't talk to my son that way.
This is Nakamigawa.
I'm Plankton, you old hag, and your son smells like booger! Hey, you can't talk to my wife that way! What do you think this is? I think it's time for you to lose some weight, fatty, that's what it is!
Here comes Grandma!
You can't talk to my grandson like that. Someone ought to put you in a mental hospital.
Somebody put you on a boat float on the river, Grandma! Get the fuck out of here, bro! This is literally Nakamigawa. Tell me I'm wrong, chat. Nakamigawa is literally just fucking Plankton right now. He's picking fights with everyone. He does not care.
fucking invincible because you roped in Hayashi on day one, and now the rest of us have
That
to
is
deal with you
literally
guys
him.
doing whatever you want.
What the hell are you even talking about?
If I had pushed someone down the stairs, you guys would fuck me up. If I punched someone in the face, you guys would fuck
Even
me up.
Shiba can
But
beat him up.
because it's the blondes, you can just do whatever the hell you want because you know nobody's gonna mess with Hayashi.
You're making up a fake problem. I didn't even do anything. Yanagi punched you, but I've been...
You literally tried to kill me today.
That was an accident. I already said it was an accident.
For fuck's sake! Can you shut up?
Holy shit! The Hama crash out is crazy.
What the hell are we even talking about? How is any of this fucking relevant? Who cares? Tama tried to fucking push you? Is that seriously what you're freaking out over? My stop breaking shit. That's your biggest fucking problem. I don't care about any of this. I don't care who's arguing with who. I don't care about any of this stupid interpersonal bullshit drama you guys have going
Holy
on.
shit.
I don't fucking care. Do you know where we are right now? Do you know what we're fucking doing? Watari is
This is the
dead.
most valid crash out in the series, by the way, guys. He is losing his fucking mind. I do not blame him.
Going to die if we don't find out who did it. Fucking focus.
My goat Hama ran, bro.
We were talking about Wada's alibi.
I was in my
Holy.
room up until the fire, and either way, I don't know how to start fire without a lighter.
I believe him. If he knew how to make fire, he would have made fire by now.
Definitely.
Fucking focus!
What if he didn't mean to do it?
What? Huh?
What if he started the fire by accident? Would that still count?
How would he have started a fire by accident?
I mean, what if when he was messing around with the PC, he started an electrical fire or
That's what I'm
something
saying.
without knowing?
God, no. Please. Please don't let this be another accident.
But my PCs were in the staff room, and my dorm room. The fire started in the computer lab.
And maybe you did it when you were getting the PC from the computer lab.
But I haven't been in the computer lab in days. I already said that.
Please.
If you really didn't go into the computer lab at all, and it was Hama that got the PC for you, then if anything, he's the one that accidentally started the fire.
What? There's no way.
Please don't let that
All
be
I
the
did was
case, man.
unplug a PC. I didn't start a fire.
And besides,
Wait, did you unplug
the
it when it was
fire
on?
didn't even start until hours after that.
Excuse me, sorry. I actually had another question.
Is that what he's gonna
Go
ask?
ahead.
What would it mean for the case if the fire was started by something outside of student control? Like an electrical malfunction in the walls or something?
If an electrical malfunction was caused by Hama removing the PC from the computer lab, he would be held responsible for the fire and any deaths it may have caused.
That's not really what I asked, though. What would happen if the fire was completely out of our hands?
If by some chance the fire was caused by staff negligence, it would be immediately put out before it could be allowed to spread.
Alright. So since you didn't immediately put it out,
So it was caused
that
by
means the
someone's...
student is definitely responsible for it, right?
If that's the conclusion you choose to draw.
Right. Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that was completely ruled out. Wada, just to be 100% sure, there's no way you started the fire with your PC setup?
I'm positive. Nothing we did in the computer lab would have started a fire. Especially not hours later like that.
Then, I think he's in the same boat as I am. His alibi's not entirely airtight, but there's nothing else we can get from questioning.
Wait, so why is
him.
Ojima a suspect then?
We should move on.
I want to hear about this.
Then it's Ojima's turn. Ojima, testimony, go. Ojima?
Oh, he's fucking knocked out again.
Oh, you cannot be serious. Takeshi!
Is he okay?
Huh! Nope.
He's fine. He just does this. Takeshi! Hey! Takeshi!
We're in the middle of the damn trial. He can't be spaced out right now. Wake him up.
There's nothing I can do about it. He's just like that. If shaking him doesn't do anything, then nothing is gonna get him talking again unless he feels like talking again.
That's too fucking bad. He doesn't get to just zone out in the middle of a trial.
What
He
can you do
needs
about
to
it?
be here.
What do you want me to do? Better yet, what do you want him to do? It's not like he can control it, it just happens.
Well, how do we get him back?
If I knew that, we wouldn't be here right now.
Is it, I don't know, possible that he might have done something while he was zoned out?
What? You think he hurt someone?
Could he have?
What? No! He doesn't hurt anyone when he's zoned out. He just stands there. He doesn't do anything.
Well, I mean, is that entirely true?
What?
I mean, the other day he came to the med bay, he had been pulling his stitches out, hadn't he?
Yeah.
That's completely different.
Is
That's
it?
just that's just a nervous habit. He wasn't hurting anyone aside from himself. He was just doing it unconsciously. That's completely different from starting a fire and covering up a murder.
I'm just putting it forward as a theory.
Well, it's a stupid theory. He wouldn't.
Ojima?
Hey, what's up?
Takeshi, are you okay?
How could you do that?
Wait, what?
How could you? How could you do that?
Hey, breathe. What are you talking about?
How could you?
I don't think he's actually back yet. Just give me a minute.
That was private. How could you?
His profile?
Takeshi, hey, just... You're okay. You're
Oh,
safe. We need
I
you
see.
to come back,
Yeah.
alright? You're safe. I promise you're safe.
He hasn't spoken since it came up, has he?
Was he zoned out that whole time?
You're safe.
Fuck. That was private.
I know, but you're okay.
Nakamigawa.
Yeah, hey, I'm here. You're alright. Are you back?
Yeah.
We need to check Ojima's alibi. I want to rule out Yanagi's dissociation theory.
You're okay. They just want to know where you were all day.
I don't even know.
She
Do
doesn't
you remember
know.
this afternoon? You told me you were gonna check out for a bit, yeah?
Yeah. But I don't remember anything after that.
Was Nakamigawa not with him the whole time? I thought he was.
The whole time.
Oh, actually, no. Technically, no, he wasn't. Yanagi was with him.
Was?
You were. Hasegawa, you're the one that took him down to the pool, right? You know he was in the dorms when the fire started.
Right.
I know he didn't kill Watari. I was with him all day. The only time I left was when I went up to the sewing room, but he was still in his room when I came back to put my stuff away. He couldn't have gone anywhere.
I feel like it's a pretty solid alibi.
And it's gonna get
I think
broken
it's pretty
somehow.
safe to say he's not faking the whole zoning out thing either.
Then can we rule him out?
I'm fine with that. For now, at least.
Agreed.
I'm really not feeling well.
You look like shit.
Yeah, that
Just hold out
concussion
till the trial's
fucked him
over,
up.
okay?
Sorry. There's one thing I want to bring up again.
Okay.
Because I'm still kind of confused. Can we talk about Watari's suicide note?
What about it?
I just want to be super sure I understand the two notes. I'm not really seeing how they connect to the actual case.
I got the first note about the meeting a little bit before nighttime.
Okay.
I found the second note just around midnight. That's the one that said she was going back to her room to kill herself. I ran downstairs to go find her, and then the fire started.
And the writing on the two notes definitely matched?
It did, yeah.
Then I'm super confused. If she was going back to her room, why was she in the computer lab?
She probably just lied.
Why would she lie about that,
Why, though?
If Hama had actually found her,
Why can't I see
he would have
Hama?
tried to save
Like,
her, right?
Where would you guys
He
like me to put my
probably
face
didn't
cam
want
at?
that.
Should I put my
She
face
told
cam
him
in the
she
top
was back
right?
in her room so that he'd go there instead of looking for her.
I'll
and
put
finding
it
her
top
in the
right, because
computer
everyone
lab.
top right's dead. So
Would he even have checked the computer lab to begin with?
Maybe not. But what's a better
Hey.
shot? Leaving it
There
up
you
to
go.
chance or guaranteeing he'll go to the wrong room? She was covering her bases, buying herself some time to die.
So you really do think this was a suicide then?
Starting to, yeah.
Then that would mean she started the fire herself.
Pretty much, yeah. I think she wrote the note to bring him upstairs, left the second note to send him back downstairs, all to buy herself some time to start the fire and die. She was making sure he wouldn't actually find her, and that she would have time to get the fire going.
That doesn't make any sense, though. If she had meant for him to come upstairs and find the note, it would have been there when you were there,
the
Herlock.
corner of the Z is true.
Well,
where was the note exactly?
On the table.
No, I need more specifics than that. Where on the table?
I mean, I don't know. It was just sitting there. It was in front of the chair closest to the door. The one you see as soon as you walk in.
And it was in plain view. You saw it right away?
Yeah. It wasn't hidden or anything. It was just sitting there.
What? That can't be right.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because that's where I was sitting. There's no way I wouldn't have spotted it.
What?
Is there any chance you just missed it? It was pretty dark.
If it was in plain
Definitely
sight,
not.
then like
I was using the table for
Yeah.
workspace. I would have seen it, 100%. I was looking over the table like every 10 seconds.
Then the note had to have been put there after you had already left.
For sure.
And you're sure the writing on the notes matched?
Definitely.
Then it had to be Watari who put the note there, right? So she was still alive at that point?
What? How would that even work?
It's just the only thing that makes sense. She slipped the first note under Hama's door. Hama
is
went
confusing,
upstairs,
dude.
ran into
Holy.
Hiroaki. They both left. Then Watari put the second note there for Hama to find when he came back. Nothing else makes sense, unless... I mean... I guess she could have written the note and someone else could have actually put it there.
But how? Who would have had her note?
Yeah, who would have had
Maybe
it?
she was coming upstairs to put the note in the sewing room and got intercepted on the way.
Intercepted.
Why are you all staring at me?
You were the one in the sewing room when Watari was supposed to be there.
What? I never saw Watari even once. The plan doesn't even make any sense. I didn't do anything.
She came up the stairs to plant the note. You were there. You killed her. Hid the note from Hama and then planted it after Hama left.
No, I didn't. None
There's
of
no
that
way
happened.
Watari did
That doesn't make any sense, though. Why would he have put Watari's body in the computer lab? Wouldn't that be a waste of time? Plus, he knew Hama was searching the school. Wouldn't he have been afraid of getting caught?
Wait, but I thought the fire killed her.
The fire did kill her. This entire theory is completely baseless. No, Tama, shut up. I want you to tell me exactly what you think happened.
Oh, Tama's about to
step by
embarrass
step.
herself.
Let me hear how stupid this is.
Oh, gladly. I think that Watari was planning to kill herself, slipped a note under Hama's door, and went upstairs to plant a second note. I think you're right with what you said before. She was probably just leading Hama all over the school to buy herself some time to die. What she wasn't expecting is that you would be there. She ran into you, you killed her, and then took her note. Hama showed up, you played it cool until he left, and then you planted the note, carried Watari down to the computer lab, started the fire, and left.
Tamba. Tamba, 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 Tamba. Oh, Tamba, Tamba. You literally saw me in the stairwell!
Oh my god.
Was I
Tamba.
covered in blood?
How does that prove anything? You could have killed her without drawing blood. You could have strangled her. Or used poison.
Hama would have seen
Poison!
when he showed up.
Wait, where's it at? Where's it at? I literally have it here somewhere. I know I have it. Yep, there it is. Poison.
So maybe you hid it. It was pitch black. You wouldn't even have to hide it that well. You could have just stuffed it under the table or something.
I didn't know Hama was coming. I would have been completely unprepared for when he actually showed up. I would have known to hide the body. I would have gotten caught.
Bullshit! It would have been obvious he was coming. Watari was carrying a note addressed to Hama. You could have read it and realized what was going on.
Okay, so here's a fucking question then. Hama, when you showed up for the second time and found the note, was the building on fire?
Not as far as I know. It was still fine.
I couldn't have possibly predicted when or even if Hama was going to come back to the sewing room. I wouldn't have been able to time the fire to start after he found it. If I was just gonna start the fire at a random time, why would I bother leaving a note out for him to find? It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
You could have just guessed the time. It would have taken the fire a while to spread from the computer lab to the sewing room anyway. Maybe the fire had already started and Hama just didn't know it yet.
The computer lab is directly under the sewing room. It would have spread pretty fucking quickly.
Oh shit.
Huh?
We've been looking at this the wrong way the whole time.
Shigeki?
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
Oh, yep, okay, you're gonna puke. Over here.
There it goes.
Is he okay?
Can we pause for a minute?
I'm sorry.
You're fine, you're fine. Get it out of your system. Seriously though, can we pause?
We'll call a brief recess for the time being to clean the trial grounds. Please stand by.
What's
Oh
wrong
wait, I don't
with
even
him?
need that.
He hit his head.
Oh, shit.
The trial will resume shortly.
I'm really sorry.
Stop apologizing, you're fine.
Oh shit. Hasegawa cracked the case?
Thank you for your patience.
Alright.
Is everyone comfortably resituated?
Yep.
Oh wait! Wait, sorry. We're in between. So let's before we crack the case, let's crack open some packs first. If I can get my phone fucking opened, of course. Any day. Alright. Let's crack some packs open real quick, chat. Alright. There we go. Let me just move this out of the way. Let's do this shit. Gambling! We love gambling. Alright. Whew. Gotta open some of these packs before we get to some pretty sad shit, I imagine. Alright, let's see. We got Iono, Lily. Let's just do Iono, Lily, Iono. Alright, again, we're looking for that Zoroark card. If I can get that, I will probably cry twice in the same stream. Yeah, we love our fair share of gambling. Alright. I'm going to take these two cards out because they don't matter. And let's get into it. Alright. Got Lombre, Squovit, Metang, Noibat, Ruffian. Ruffian, really? Low Kicks, Combuskin, Low Marowak, Squovit, and... Ooh! That's an alt art! The Dunsparce EX. Wait, let's look. How much is that? Which screen are we on? Here we go. I'm imagining it's probably not that much, to be honest with you guys. Let's see. Where's the Dunsparce? Oh, there's the Tapu Koko. It's worth $1. Where is it? Did I pass? I think I passed it. Wait, am I stupid? Where is it? The Dunsparce. This is literally the same set, is it not? Blaziken, Maractus. Chat, we might be stupid. It's on page 2. Where is it? The Dunsparce, the Dunsparce, the Dunsparce. Let me see. Oh, it's right here, right here. Okay, it's like $3. I'll take it. That's not bad. Alright. Next pack. Oh, let me just change cam. Whoops. Let's go. I mean, I'll take that. I'll take a full art. That's pretty cool. My Brian not braining. That's alright. My Brian's not braining either. I had a Tomba moment during that trial. Alright. Lotad, Nimble, Larvitar, Remoraid, Weezing, House Cramorant, Maractus, Pangoro, Morgrem, and Lily's Rabombi. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Alright. Last pack before we start this video here. Let's see what we got. Bro, please. I would like to get one SAR, or one, at least, alt art kind of card. Parasect, Pupitar, Lone Geodude, Octillery, Cramorant, Lily's Pearl, Pupitar, Tyranitar, Butterfree. That's a cool Butterfree art. Alright. That's all the gambling for now, chat. We'll be back gambling in a bit. Alright. Man, I have like 5 different streams. Or 5 different cameras, I guess. Alright. Here we go. Let's get into this. Trial of Phoenix Part 2.
Thank you.
Lovely. You may now resume the trial.
Ken, what did you mean when you said that we've been going about this all wrong?
We've been looking at it the wrong way.
In what sense?
Fire didn't start in the computer lab.
Then where did it start?
The sewing room. The 3rd floor was significantly more damaged than the 2nd floor. Plus, the computer lab doesn't fit into anyone's testimony. There's no reason to think it was involved, aside from the fact that we found Watari there, but I think the only reason we found Watari there is because the floor caved in.
So she died in the sewing room and then fell into the computer lab?
Right. Plus, Hama, what was it you told me when we were investigating? When you found Watari's note in the sewing room, it smelled like a garage?
I mean, that's weird. But is it relevant?
Yes!
It's definitely relevant. He's saying they used gasoline.
The gasoline from the engineering lab?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Damn, so she did kill herself.
If
in
they
that
had
room.
used gasoline, that would explain how the fire managed to spread so quickly.
What? I didn't smell anything at all when I was up there. Definitely not gasoline.
When I was in there with you, I didn't smell anything either. Didn't smell like a garage until I came back the second time.
Then they didn't pour the gasoline until you had both already left. That means that the fire probably didn't start until Hama had left the sewing room a second time.
How can you know for sure?
Because if the fire definitely started in the sewing room, he would have seen it if it had started before he left. If he didn't see anything, that means the fire didn't start until he was gone.
Tomba, seriously, keep up.
That means our suspects are everyone who doesn't have an alibi for the exact moment the fire started. That's right around midnight.
Yeah, you know, I'm very glad that Ken locked into
Who
this
can we
trial.
exonerate?
Glad you asked. We can exonerate me.
What?
Yanagi and I were together in the dining room when the fire started. The only two people who were accounted for, mind you, which means we're both completely innocent.
We are?
We are.
I'm accounted for. I was in my room.
Me too.
There's no way to confirm that, though.
Yeah, there's no way to
I
confirm.
was running back to the dorms to look for Watari.
Hey, speaking of which, I have a question. Why did you go back to the sewing room at all? You already knew she didn't show up to the meeting, so why bother coming back to check again?
What?
You showed up to the meeting. She wasn't there. So you went looking for her, but then came back to the sewing room? Isn't that kind of suspicious?
How is that suspicious?
Honestly, your entire story is kind of suspicious.
Oh my god,
not.
bro.
I
Tama,
didn't do
wrap it the
anything.
fuck
But
up.
then why bother coming back upstairs? All I'm saying is that doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't make sense, okay? I know nothing I'm saying makes sense. I don't get why she did the whole fucking meeting thing. I don't get why she wanted to kill herself. I know it doesn't make sense. I already told you. I came back to the sewing room because I thought maybe she was just late to the meeting and she'd be there by then. That's not suspicious. I didn't kill her. I didn't even see her after the staff meeting.
Hama, just to be sure, is it possible that someone else was in the sewing room when you came back?
Huh?
It was dark, right? How thoroughly did you search the room? Is it possible that someone was in there waiting for you to leave so that they could start the fire?
Trying to... Literally, Val, is you're cooking.
I didn't see anyone else.
If we're going to talk about that, can we go back to how the fire even started at all?
Gasoline.
I don't get that part.
They used the gasoline.
Yeah, but that was to fuel the fire, right? How did they actually start it?
Is it possible that they used something from the arsenal?
Arsenal?
What arsenal?
Oh my god. We didn't even talk about the arsenal yet.
Oh, that's right, they
That's
didn't.
kind of big news.
What are you talking about?
Well, I figured that the fire might have taken out a wall or a door or just something in the locked room, right? Like I figured maybe we could get in there now. So I went to go check it out. It's an arsenal. It's full of guns and weapons and poisons and stuff.
Guns? Do they work?
Hell if I know. I didn't touch them. Either way, they couldn't
Bro,
have
thank
used
God
something from
fucking
the arsenal
Okazaki
to
was
start the
dead
fire.
for that
The
one.
arsenal was completely locked down
Okazaki
until
would
the
have been
fire
doing some
already
unhinged
happened.
shit.
Yeah, can confirm. It was locked down hard.
Well, we need to get it locked again. I don't want all that stuff just readily available for anyone to grab whenever they want.
I really, really wish you would have brought that up sooner. Is there anything else you forgot to mention?
No, that's it.
What? Huh?
So the fire couldn't have come from something in the arsenal, but the Bunsen burner is still bothering me.
What? Why?
Well, I don't know how they started the fire, but But wouldn't it have been easier to just go ignite something in the chem lab?
Yeah,
and then just carry it upstairs to ignite the gasoline with?
The light would have given them away, wouldn't it? They could have been spotted in the hallway. Especially since Ron was running back downstairs.
The light definitely would have given them away. Yeah, especially if they were in the room when Hama was. The fire definitely didn't start at all until Hama left. That means no Bunsen burner for sure. I think it's safe to just forget it.
What makes you think they were hiding in the room when Hama came back anyway? Wouldn't that be seriously risky?
Well, the fire spread really quickly, right? It would make sense for it to have started as soon as Hama left. Plus, they would need to know when he had left if they wanted to time the fire correctly. I think they were in the sewing room at the same time he was, just waiting for him to leave.
But how could he have missed them?
They were hiding.
They would have only needed to stay hidden for a couple of seconds. As soon as Hama saw the note, he would have been too focused on that to worry about searching the room. They probably just waited under the table or something. It's not like he would have spotted them in the dark.
Maybe Watery did that.
God, this is way too much to keep track of.
What are you confused about, Samba? Maybe I can help.
Everything.
How did the fire start?
We're not really sure yet, but we know that they used gasoline to make it bigger.
Okay, why wasn't Watari in the sewing room when she said she would be? An hour after the nighttime announcement, I mean.
We're pretty sure she was never going to show up to the meeting at all. We think that she just wanted Hama to find her second note so he can run back downstairs and buy her some time.
So she was really going to kill
Wasn't there a
herself?
crawl space? Where?
Looks like it, yeah.
Well, but... Okay then. So if she killed herself, isn't the case kind of open and shut? She started the fire, killed herself, the end, right?
I mean, that sounds right, but this still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Hold on. If she wanted Hama to find her note and run back downstairs to look for her, why didn't she put the note out until after Hama had already left?
Because there was an unexpected third party at their meeting point.
Huh?
Nagawa.
What? Me?
She couldn't put her note out because of him?
She must have gotten there, saw that Hiroaki was in the sewing room, and hid. She wouldn't have been able to discreetly put her note out with him in there. He absolutely would have read it.
Definitely.
Presumably, even if she told him not to.
For sure.
He's not denying it either. That's funny as shit.
Was she seriously hiding upstairs the entire time, just waiting for me to leave?
Oh, maybe this is where the crawl space comes in.
Couldn't she have just hidden right there in the sewing room? It was dark. Nobody would have seen her.
That would be way too risky. If anyone just so happened to point their flashlight at her, she'd be caught.
Then maybe she was in the supply room. The one right across from the home ec room door. She would have been able to see if anyone went in or out of the sewing room, and she would have been hidden out of sight.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the supply room. You said it looked like someone had been in there, right?
I vaguely recall that.
Then she was probably hiding out in there, just waiting for them to leave.
But why? Why was she just waiting there to leave the note? Was it that important that I go back downstairs?
Like we already said, she was buying herself time. She didn't want you to find her. She had to make sure that you wouldn't.
But what did she need time for?
Set up the fire.
How long does it take to die?
Then she probably needed that time to start the fire.
But why would she kill herself with fire,
So
though?
she was the one that started the fire then.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah.
But why?
To kill herself.
No, I mean, why the fire? Why would she do that? She wouldn't do that.
I mean, unless she wanted to go out with a
Atari
bang.
wouldn't take out half the school and put us all in danger just to kill herself. Not when she could have done it a different way. It doesn't make any sense. This whole plan is stupid. If she wanted to kill herself, she could have just grabbed a knife and killed herself. She wouldn't need this whole big elaborate plan to burn half the damn school down. She would have just done it.
You know, with the way she was talking earlier, it kind of makes sense that she killed herself.
What?
When we were in the kitchen earlier, she she kept telling me how glad she was she got to meet me. It kind of sounded like a goodbye.
Oh, really? I guess.
Fuck. This morning, she wanted to show me her dancing. She said it was her life story. She wanted me to see it. Why the fuck didn't I notice?
But I still don't understand how the fire even started in the first place.
Does it even really matter?
It does matter. Everything matters. If she chose to die by fire, there has to be a reason why. Hama's right. It would have been a million times easier for her to just stab herself and be done with it. Why did she choose fire?
Because she's a fire
Nobody
dancer.
has anything?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay, Yanagi, Wada, can you give me a rundown of what else was in the supply room? What did she have access to up there? Anything that could start a fire?
I think it's mostly cleaning supplies.
It is bleach, detergent, sponges, cloths, things to restock the home ec room.
That's all I saw when I was in there. Brooms and chemicals and shit.
That's crazy.
That's where I got the steel
Death
wool I was cleaning the
foreshadowing.
oven with. Useful.
Okay.
Got something?
Just give me a minute. I need to think.
She had a lighter, right? Could she have used that to start the fire?
Are you fucking serious? How many times have we
my
been
God,
over this?
bro.
The lighter was dead.
Besides, if she'd used the lighter to start the fire, it would have been on her, not in Hasegawa's pocket. It would have gone down with her in the fire.
That said, though, if there was already gasoline everywhere, it would have taken much to start the
Bro,
fire.
what about, bro? What
One
up?
small spark would have done the trick.
Flint and steel.
How would she have gotten a spark
Flint
in the
and steel,
first
maybe?
place?
Chat?
Couldn't
What do
be
we think of
bad.
that?
Starting a fire is one thing, but making a spark is easy.
Flint
Just
and
plug something
steel.
in.
Did we find any electronics up there?
The sewing machines are always plugged in up there. That would have been an easy way to get things going.
Ooh! Or maybe someone found something else suspicious. Like a fire starter.
You don't think someone would have mentioned it if they found a fucking fire starter up there? Where would she have even gotten something like that?
I don't know. Maybe
Oh
it was
my
in the
God,
storage
Tama,
room or
you
something.
are like-
Or maybe it was someone's reward? Or it was part of someone's workstation. Or it was in the lab somewhere. There's tons of stuff in this school.
Oh, wait, what does a fire starter look like?
I mean, you know. It's like a little flint and steel.
Flint and steel!
Piece of metal.
She said it! Flint and steel! Flint and steel! Bro, this is like... Bro, Flint and steel, like the Minecraft movie. Flint and steel!
Oh, wait. Maybe we found one then? Does it look like this?
Definitely not. What the hell is that?
I'm pretty sure you just found garbage.
No, it's definitely metal. See? We found it in the sewing room. We didn't know what it was. It's not a fire starter, though?
Chicken jockey.
Can I see that?
Sure. Yanagi and I found it when we were investigating.
Chicken
was just
jockey,
lying
Flint
there.
and steel.
It looks pretty burnt up, though.
You found this in the sewing room?
Yeah, behind the door.
Oh.
Was it specifically behind the door? On the sewing room side? Not the home ec room side?
Yeah, right.
Is that a big deal?
I don't get it. She wouldn't kill herself. And even if she did, she wouldn't try to cover it up like this.
Why do you want me to pause?
She wouldn't want us all to die. She wouldn't have put us through this.
I'm not gonna pause. You can
Not
just say it in
after what
chat.
she said during Okuzaki's trial.
She promised she'd never be like Okazaki. Didn't she?
So she wouldn't try to kill us like this.
Maybe she...
I'm telling you guys, I think maybe my theory might have been right. I'm not pausing it for you. I'm saying it because I have a feeling they're gonna say what I said earlier. I think that maybe whenever he closed the door and ran off, that's what got the fire started, and it was Hama that started it.
I don't know, resented us for killing Okazaki. They're really close, right?
She wouldn't fucking do that. And she didn't resent us. She cared about us. She cared about us a lot. She cared about me. She swore she did. She wanted us to get out of here together.
Hama. I need you to testify one more time, okay? I need you to tell me exactly what you did. From the second you walked back into the sewing room to the second you walked back out.
The hell are you talking about?
You were looking for Watari and you decided to check the sewing room again. You got to the door, then what?
I walked inside?
No. I need to know exactly what happened.
I barely even remember. There was so much going on.
Hama, this is extremely important. Think.
I mean, I walked into the sewing room, and I called her name.
How far did you open the door?
I don't know, like halfway. I walked in, called her name, took a couple steps forward. I don't know. I was just kind of looking around with my flashlight.
And then what?
Then I saw the note. So I walked over to the table and picked it up.
And when you were doing that, you didn't notice anything else aside from the gasoline smell? No smoke, no fire, no light, nothing weird?
I mean, I don't know. It's all just... it's blurry, man. My mind was kinda on the fucking suicide note.
Hama, this is really, really important.
Why, though?
Did you notice anything?
No. I don't think so. Just the gas smell. I read the note, and I realized what was happening, so I ran out of the room to go find Watari.
Did you open the door any further than when you walked in?
Yeah, definitely. I threw it open.
All the way open? Did it hit the wall?
It did, yeah.
Oh no.
I threw it open. It hit the wall.
He fucking started the
and
fire,
I ran
dude.
downstairs to go find Watari.
Right. Okay.
I'm just kind of confused of why any of this matters.
If you're suggesting Watari was behind the door, I'm not sure that would make much.
I think that she put the steel underneath the door so that way when the door got slammed open, it started the fire and made friction with the ground, starting the fire. Oh no.
Since he certainly would have spotted her on his way out, especially if the door was only opened halfway.
The door
Please
wouldn't
don't
have
be
been
the
able to
case.
hit the wall if she was hiding behind it.
Ooh! Maybe the note was flammable in some kind of weird way. Like, maybe it was some kind of special paper that bursts into flames when it touches gasoline. He dropped it on the floor, it hit the gasoline, and boom!
I don't think that's a thing that exists.
It's definitely not.
Where even was the gasoline? Was it just thrown all over the floor?
I'm more confused on where Watari was. We know she was hiding out in the storage closet while she was waiting for Nagawa to leave, but after he left, she planted the note. Where did she go? Back to the closet?
She just hid right there in the sewing room, didn't she? Under the table.
Sorry, I have another question.
Yes?
What would it mean for the verdict if someone set someone else up to start the fire?
Wait, what?
If a student arranged for another student to start a fire unknowingly, the student who committed the actual act of setting the fire would be held accountable, regardless of whether or not they were set up.
Set up? What do you mean set up?
The only reason I can think of for Watari not just killing herself in a simple and easy way is that she wanted us to get the wrong answer. That means that she's either the culprit and she wanted us all dead, or she's not the culprit and she wanted to get someone else out alive.
What the hell are you talking about?
If she wanted someone out of here that badly, she could set them up as the culprit, force them to kill her without even knowing that they did it, and they'd be virtually guaranteed a trial win, since not even they would know they were the killer.
That's stupid. She'd never do that. Nobody would. Who the hell would kill themselves just so somebody else could escape?
It's not stupid.
Oh no.
It's the only thing that makes sense. You don't know how it feels to love someone so much that you'd be willing to die just so that they could live. You don't.
Then...
Fuck, bro. Come on. Why are we continuing the chapter 4 curse?
The piece of metal Wada found isn't just a random scrap of garbage. It's a 9-volt
She pulled the
battery.
Nagito.
One that exploded by the looks of it. From the heat, I'm guessing.
But what does that have to do with anything?
It's incredibly easy to start a fire with a 9-volt battery. I just didn't realize what had happened until Hayashi mentioned that she had gone to the supply room a couple of days ago to get steel wool.
Huh?
It's a pretty common fire starting technique. When a 9-volt battery touches steel wool, it causes the steel wool to conduct electricity, which makes it rapidly heat up and ignite. The resulting flame isn't very big, but if you pair it with gasoline, it could easily make the entire room go up in seconds.
So, then...
All you would need to do is make sure the battery touches the wool. Then the whole room would go up.
But what does that have anything to do with me? How does that mean I started the fire?
Honestly, I didn't really get it either until I heard you testify again. Then it all kind of clicked. This is only my theory, but I'm thinking the reason Wada found the battery behind the door is that it was stuck to the actual door itself when the fire started. Maybe she taped it, maybe she just left it there and let the door push it. I'm not really sure. The fire kind of cleared out any evidence, but she had the battery set up against the door, and the wool set up on the floor so that when the door was opened fully...
The battery would touch the wool.
And the whole room would go up.
Right. So when you threw the door open on your way out...
There's no fucking way.
But where was Watari during all of this?
I think she really did just stay in the sewing room. She probably hid under the table, waited to make sure her plan worked. It was kind of risky after all. And then just waited to die when the fire started.
That didn't fucking happen!
But...
That didn't happen! It didn't! There's no... Watari wouldn't have known about the steel wool shit. What even is that? Is that even true? She wouldn't have known that. And the plan doesn't make any sense. Why the hell would she die for me? She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't try to fucking kill everyone just so I could live.
Hama.
She wouldn't do that to me. She wouldn't put me in that fucking position. She wouldn't. She wouldn't make me live with the fact that I'd killed all of you. She wouldn't fucking do that to me.
She did say she knew how to start fires without a lighter.
And she definitely knew we had 9 volts at the very least. She might have gotten the idea from watching Masanari work on the shake light.
What?
But that's not fair. Hama didn't even know he had done anything. We can't convict him. She set him up. How the hell does that even count? That's not fair.
This is so bullshit, bro.
I didn't do anything. I didn't kill her. She wouldn't make me do that. I didn't hurt her.
It's the only sequence of events that make any sense. Nothing else could have...
It doesn't make any sense. It's completely convoluted. Why would Watari do something like that?
That's not our job to figure out. We just need to figure out if she did it or not. How are you not seeing this? No other theory works. This is the only one that accounts for everything. All the dots connect. We're getting sidetracked about how we feel about Hama and Watari. We're not looking at the actual case. This literally has to be what happened. Watari set him up to kill her and he...
Just shut the fuck up for once! Shut up!
This just makes me sad. Like, it makes me sad and it also frustrates me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I just wish... I wish that Hama didn't get killed in Chapter 4, bro. Why? Why do we have to set up the big... Why can't we have one fucking big guy character survive until Chapter fucking 5, bro? Or even survive, dude. Why are we continuing the fucking curse, dude? I mean, that's true, we do have Hayashi, but, like, bro... Listen, I understand Watari wanting to get him out alive, but this kind of makes me frustrated with her. It's frustrating. I'm not saying I fucking hate her now for it, but like, why would she say all this shit to Mai and just be like, well, actually, I'm getting you killed so my friend Hama can get out? Like, bro, fucking A, man. That's true. No, we did have the double. I mean, I feel like that's a Danganronpa standard, but like, do we need to continue the big guy dying in chapter like 4, or like, you know, the gentle giant character dying in chapter 4? Like, it just, this is so fucking evil. And I had a feeling this is what I was gonna say, or I had a feeling this is what's gonna happen. I had a feeling this is what was gonna fucking happen, bro. That he was gonna get set up. I'm with you, Beast. I understand both sides, but this, like, just, it's frustrating to me. Just, I understand both sides. But, like, bruh, like, I don't know. It doesn't make me like Watari anymore, or, like, I mean, it does kind of make me like her, like, slightly less, because, like, killed my favorite character, but, like, I don't know. It's not like she... Would she have known? I don't fucking know.
She wouldn't do that to me. She wouldn't fucking make me live with that. She wouldn't kill herself just so I could go home. She wouldn't kill all of you just so I could go home.
That's not entirely true, because... True, you know what? Fuck Dr. Yonakore.
Maybe it wasn't entirely about saving Hama. Maybe that was only part of it.
Huh?
Maybe she really did just want to kill herself. Maybe she was tired of this shit and ready to go. Can't really blame her.
She didn't want to go home. She said it
Hama
herself.
was just a little bonus.
She was in
on
a
the way
rush.
out. I mean, if she was gonna die, why not save her best friend on the way out the door?
She didn't want to die.
It kind of makes sense, actually.
Damn it.
Yeah, she's definitely been off lately.
Looking back on it, yeah, she has.
She wouldn't do this to me. It doesn't make any sense.
This is so fucked, dude.
Can I try to help you make sense of it then?
God, please.
Alright. Then, here's what happened.
I didn't hurt her.
For whatever reason she felt necessary, Watari decided she was going to kill herself. She said her goodbyes to Hama and Hayashi, by the sounds of it, and then put her plan together. She gathered everything she was going to need. The gas, the battery, the steel wool. I'm guessing she kept it prepped in the supply room so she'd be ready to set up the fire right away. She wrote a note for Hama, asking him to meet up with her 1 hour after the nighttime announcement. She didn't plan on actually meeting with him, but she needed him to come up to the sewing room to start the fire himself. Otherwise, the whole plan would have been pointless.
Oh, God.
She left the note and headed upstairs to set up her trap. But there was an unexpected hiccup. Hiroaki couldn't sleep, so he was working in the sewing room. With him there was no way she could set up her fire trap, so she had to hide until he left. She hid out in the storage room and waited, but Hiroaki never left, and eventually, it was too late. Hama had shown up for their meeting. Since Watari wasn't there, he talked to Hiroaki for a little bit, then he went to go look for Watari. Since I can imagine he was probably kind of nervous about her not showing up at all. Hiroaki left pretty soon after, and that's when Watari put her plan in motion again. She headed into the storage room, set up the wool and the battery, poured her gasoline, set out her note, and waited, I guess. We're guessing she probably waited under the table since it was the only place to really hide, but she waited. I really don't know what she must have been thinking that entire time, but eventually, Hama came back. When Hama came back, he found the note, panicked, and ran back downstairs. When he threw the door open, the battery Watari had set up behind it collided with the steel wool, producing an ember that ignited the entire room.
No.
The place went up pretty fast, and Watari died in the fire, so that means that whether he meant to start the fire or not, in the eyes of the game at least, by the rules, Hama killed her.
He didn't!
That's not fair.
This isn't fucking
The
fair.
trial
bro.
isn't about whether or not the case is fair.
No, you know what? No, I am kind of pissed at Watson because here's the thing, right? She could have just fucking killed herself, and like I think I like the theory that someone said in chat earlier, where she could have like opened up the school to show the people like they had a chance to escape, or like show them like the outside world or something. I like that idea more than like her being like, actually, you know, let's just have someone else technically kill me, and then they can't guess, and then Hama gets out. I think that does kind of make me upset with Watsuri, and I get it, she's not in the right mindset, but I feel like I have a right to be frustrated with her for that. I feel like I have every right to be frustrated with how she went about this. I get it, not the most mindset, but like still, this is just like, I think that's fucked up. Like, we didn't need the... Like, we didn't need to set him up in the process. Like, bro, they're gonna fucking figure out it's him. Either way, Hama's fucked either way. He's dying. He's either dying getting executed, or he's fucking having to live with the guilt of getting everyone killed. You have every right to be pissed about what happened to Hama. Like, everyone has the right to be pissed. Like, I don't feel like it's... I don't think, oh, well, you know, Watson wasn't in the right mindset, so therefore you shouldn't be pissed. You should be able to be pissed at her for this. Like, this is not fucking right. This is an evil fucking setup, bro. I get it that she had selfless, like, selfless intentions for Hama, but, like, you can make, like, I have every right to be pissed at, like, Watsuri, bro. I don't hate her character. That's not, like, I hate her like I hated fucking Okazaki, but, like, this does make me kind of pissed at her, and I feel like I have every right to be pissed at her.
How the fuck do you want us to vote him guilty? He didn't do anything wrong.
We did it to Haruta, didn't we?
God, fuck. Please. She wouldn't do this to me.
She did do this to you. Get with the program.
Nakamigawa!
I'm done being here. We're dragging this out. He killed her, right? Let's hurry this up.
What the hell is your problem?
Just shut up, Nakamigawa.
If I had to guess, just by reading her file, you have a little sister, right, Hama? And a mom?
Fuck.
I think she was trying to make sure you got home to them.
Fuck. They didn't need me. They would have been fine.
Watari wasn't close with her family. She probably thought the same thing.
They would have been fine. Why the fuck would she do this?
But I mean, that's really just a guess. I don't know. Maybe she just wanted you to live.
Fuck.
After all of the votes have been cast, the execution will commence. Please press your buttons now.
You can't seriously expect us to convict him.
But what else are we supposed to do?
If we don't, we'll die.
But we could be wrong. I'm not ready to vote yet.
Nothing else makes sense.
I don't want to vote for Hama.
This is so fucked up. I can't vote for him.
Then I guess you'd rather we all die. Go on. Pick right now. Do you want to live? Or do you want to die? That's all it comes down to. You're thinking about it the wrong way. It's not about killing Hama. It's about whether or not you want to live.
I can't.
Masanari.
Thank you for voting. Your votes are currently being tallied and will be shared with the class shortly.
Hama,
This is so fucked up.
Don't go!
Hama?
God in heaven, I come before you as a sinner, broken and ashamed of the unforgivable act I have committed.
Hama!
Wait, just let him pray.
I know I've taken a life, and I can't undo what I've done, and my heart is heavy with guilt and remorse, and Lord, I know I've lived a life of sin.
Bro, my
against
fucking
you,
makeup's gonna mess up.
And I know I'm unworthy of your forgiveness, but I'm begging you to look upon me with compassion and love one more time, and grant me the strength to face my death with dignity and with peace, and let her family find peace. Let her family heal from what I've taken from them. But be merciful to them. Comfort them through the grief and the pain that I brought upon them with what I did. Please, in my last minutes, please offer me forgiveness. Just for a minute. Just long enough for my words to reach you. Please, I please.
The class has voted for Hama Ren, the ultimate demonologist, to be executed. This conclusion was correct. As a result, Hama Ren will be punished with death.
God,
Fuck, man.
Fuck.
Please. You can't.
That's not fair!
Lord, I'm scared, and I'm alone, and my time on Earth is ending. And please, before I go to hell, please, just once, give me peace that surpasses all understanding.
Without further
Fuck,
ado,
man.
Do this! Don't do this!
Before you, I confess all my sins, the demonic forces that ground me, the atrocities I've committed, the pain I've caused, the life I've taken, the failures I... Jiba, God, please, fuck, Jiba, please, just, I beg you for a second of peace. In my final moments,
God damn it,
God
dude.
in heaven, against every sin I've committed, I beg for forgiveness. But please,
Mama.
Fuck. I want my mom. Fuck.
it's punishment time.
Dr. Yonekura Haruka.
Go fuck yourself,
Session
Dr.
1,
Yonekura
Block 96.
Haruka, bruh. Go fuck yourself. Genuinely, you know what? Where's it at? This is what I gotta say to her. Fuck yourself, bitch. Kill yourself. Get the fuck out of here. I hate you. I genuinely hate you. Get the fucking, the special middle finger, bitch. That's what I gotta say to you. You're a bum. Get the fuck out of here. This is so evil, dude. You're a bum. Go fuck yourself. What about the packs? We'll open the packs after this. Oh, I want to get this over with.
The fourth trial just came to a close, and I have to say, this time around, things were somewhat unexpected. Around midnight, student 15 chose to withdraw from the killing game by taking her own life.
I'll burn you alive,
We
bitch.
discussed the issue of suicide in the office earlier last week when student 12 attempted suicide. So we were prepared with a new rule set in the event that she succeeded. But instead of killing herself as anticipated, she rigged up a door trap that forced Student 10 to kill her unknowingly. Quite frankly, I can't say I was expecting that. Monomoko didn't seem to be very prepared either, but she handled it well on the fly. She seems to be back in working form now. I'm not sure what Dr. Khan did, but her behavior's been corrected.
Oh, fuck you, Dr. Khan.
But I suppose we can leave it at that.
Go fuck yourself.
My thoughts on the case? I've got plenty of thoughts on the case, actually. My first thought on the case is that I'm incredibly disappointed in Student 15 for allowing herself to use a door trap. I can only imagine she pulled inspiration from Student 9, which is... well,
That's, okay.
pitiful, to say the
That is fucking pitiful. Yeah, actually, you know what? No, that's minus 10 aura points for fucking, for, what's her name? That's minus 10 aura points for Watsuri, bro. Taking inspiration from a bum, L.
the least. Is there another word for it? It was pitiful.
Minus 10 aura points.
Regardless, let's look over the execution that Dr. Khan prepared for Student 10. He was rather excited about this one, so I can only imagine it'll be completely egregious and unnecessary. Ninth Circle Full-Body Demonic Takeover. Awful name.
That is
Sounds
a
like
fucking
something out of a
awful name.
shonen manga. Anyway, Ninth Circle Full-Body Demonic Takeover. Student 10 was strapped to a large circular slat of wood. A magic circle... What? A magic circle had been painted on it, with Student 10 positioned in the middle of said circle. 6 IV lines were inserted into Student 10. 1 on his neck, 1 in each arm, 1 in each leg, and 1 in his lower back. Dr. Murunaga, who was assigned to man the execution, was in charge of both initiating the execution and opening the IV lines. When given the okay to begin, he ignited the wooden slab beneath Student 10's body. As the fire gradually began spreading, the IV lines were open, allowing a mix of chlorine bleach and sulfuric acid. When does he come up with these? Sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid? Did he literally only do that because of the whole battery angle?
Shut your fucking yapping up.
Me, the only thing in the bags was chlorine bleach. Now I'm seeing sulfuric acid?
It's because Student 15 used a battery.
Yes, I get that. Thank you, Seki.
Just explaining it.
Why are you even here? I'm recording my audio log.
Why are you even here?
The IV lines were open, allowing a mix of chlorine bleach and sulfuric acid to flow into Student 10's body. This caused severe
God, I hope this
and
bitch gets
immediate
executed.
pain, causing Student 10 to scream and lash
Buddy,
out
I'll be
violently,
hooting and hollering if that's the case.
held back by the designated restraints on his wrists and ankles.
Do you get that part?
No, actually. Why not just burn him? This is excessive. Not to mention,
This is
excessively
excessive.
stupid.
You're literally running a killing game. You're fucking excessive, bitch. What are you fucking yapping about? Genuinely, I like how she tries to act all surprised and shit, as if she's not the one that's literally running this killing game. Like, you're a fucking maniac. Why are you being like, wait, why do we need to do this? Wait, why did... Like, are you fucking brain dead? Like, what are you, like, genuinely, like, yapping about? Like, why are we doing this? Like, why do we need to go so excessive with the execution stuff? You're running a killing game, you dumbass! Why are you yapping about it? Why are you being like this? She does this every fucking time. Did we need to go this far with this thing? Did you need to start a fucking killing game? Like, what are you fucking yapping about every fucking time, bro? Who do you think is worse, Junko or Yonakura? Like... I mean, I feel like it's Junko, but, like... Oh my god, bro. Yonakura, dude. I genuinely hope this bitch gets executed like Junko did. I really do. I really do.
Surrounded by fire, screaming and writhing. He's supposed to look like a demon.
Oh.
Ow! Ow! Push the nerd glasses up.
No,
Like, get the
that's still
fuck
stupid.
out of here.
Keep reading.
As the fire continued to spread, one of Student 10's wrist restraints unexpectedly broke. Dr. Murunaga was evacuated from the room for his own safety, but Student 10 did not attempt to remove his IV lines or restraints. The execution continued for several more minutes until it had become clear that Student 10 has passed away, at which point his body was allowed to burn and Dr. Murunaga was allowed to re-enter the execution chamber. It should also be noted that Student 6 became incredibly distressed during this process, attempting to damage the execution chamber glass before being restrained by Student 12. No significant damage was reported.
Wait, what happened? Wait, I'm sorry. Wait. I missed something. One of students tends evacuated from the room for his own. Student did not attempt to remove his IV lines or restraints.
At which point, his body was allowed to burn, and Dr. Murunaga was allowed to re-enter the execution chamber.
Wait. The execution continued for several more minutes until it had become clear that Student 10 passed away, at which point his body was allowed to burn.
It should also be noted that Student 6 became incredibly distressed during this process, attempting to damage the execution chamber glass before being restrained by Student 12.
Wait, who's Student 12? Who's Student 12? Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, is it Tamba? Oh, Hiroaki.
No significant damage was reported. Unnecessarily grisly, as always.
Unnecessarily grisly, as always. Grisly and pointless. Oh, just like your life. That's cute.
Pointless.
Just like your life, Dr. Yonakura.
The important takeaway
Great way to
is
describe
that
your life.
15 and 10 are gone. That means the game is almost over. One more kill. And then we're done. The remaining students will be returned to their environment.
What is Yonakura even studying
It feels like
anymore?
it's so close now.
Who
I
fucking
hope
knows,
the
bro?
next
This bitch
group
is
of
weird.
students is this entertaining. Well, I'm not sure I've got anything else to add. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. I've got someone I'd like to speak to. Dr. Yonakura Haruka. Session 1, Log 96, out.
God, I hate her. I hate her so much, chat.
It's a mess in here.
Yes. Well, it turns out sulfuric acid eats through the body in all sorts of ways you wouldn't expect. Who knew?
You're a doctor.
Well, I suppose you got me there. I just thought it would make a good show.
What do you get from this?
Hmm?
What's the point? Why not just kill them and be done with it? Why make a big elaborate scene of it?
I could ask you the same thing.
Yeah, we
Why
could
a
ask you.
killing game?
Yeah, exactly.
You're dear friends, so I wasn't going to say no when you invited me to be a part of this team, but I'm having a hard time imagining why the theatrics are so necessary. What are you gaining from this?
What are either of you gaining from this? What do either of you gain from this, bro?
Is it an experiment? Is it research? What's the point? Always so tight-lipped about everything. It's charming in a sense.
Enough. He went out with quite the bang.
Praying?
Could have predicted that.
I find it somewhat amusing in honesty.
Why is that?
Push your
Well,
fucking
not-
nerd glasses up. I'm gonna fucking take your glasses off and fucking hit you, from bitch.
Particularly religious man myself, but I have to wonder.
Oh, you...
Using his last moments to pray, is that worth it? For a man so insistent that he's already been claimed by demons, I mean.
See a
My
sword.
words fly up, my thoughts remain below.
Hmm?
It's a quote from Shakespeare. Hamlet is steeled to kill King Claudius. When he realizes that Claudius is praying, it dawns on him that if he kills Claudius while he's praying, while he's begging God for forgiveness, then his soul will go to heaven, which Hamlet resents. He wants Claudius to suffer in hell. When he leaves Claudius be, Claudius reflects to himself that while his words fly up, his thoughts remain below. Because he's so riddled with sin and guilt, he can't address God. His words simply won't reach.
Yeah, we don't care. We didn't come to the Toyota Yapathon, you ugly bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Get off my screen.
I just find it funny to think that in his last moments, the moments he so desperately spent praying, his words might have been falling on completely deaf ears. Wonder if his sins were that severe. In his eyes, that is.
You're a sadist.
I'm a scientist.
What you do
Yes,
is complete
I'm a scientist.
bastardization of science.
I'm a scientist.
And what you do is groundbreaking. Admit it. You're just as much of a sadist as I am. There's no shame in it.
I don't know why Dr. Yonakura tries to act like she's this whole high and mighty, like, oh, I could do no wrongs, or like, you know, I'm not as sick in the mind as you are. Like, no, bitch, you fucking are like genuinely the one that's hosting this shit. So you're the one of the most fucking mental issues here. Like, get the fuck out of here, trying to act like you're so like, oh my god, you're a fucking cornball born on the cob.
That's the point of shame.
I'd have to agree. And yet...
And yet?
Well, I just find it amusing that our humanity is being called into question by a rabbit. It sounds like not all of us have entirely moved past the point of shame.
Clean this up.
Muranaga can handle it. He ran today's execution all on his own, after all. I'm so proud.
Don't get any
I'm
ideas.
so proud.
He's
You sound
not
like such a
joining your
fucking
team.
sick freak,
I can
weirdo.
only dream, I suppose.
Get back to work.
Don't I deserve a break? I worked so hard today, preparing all that acid at the last second.
We'll talk about it in a second,
so
Radical.
early in the morning. Where's your compassion?
Work, Con.
God, I hate these guys, bro.
Hey.
Before we
hold
get...
on. Before everyone goes off to bed.
Can I pause this? Okay. Let's open the last 3 packs quick, chat. Oh, man. I've been in crash out mood this whole stream, guys. I'm sorry. But this chapter's something else. Yeah, two corn kernels on the cob, bitch. That's what I gotta say. Alright. Let's, pair this shit real quick. Seki is the only good scientist. No, they're all bad. Let's be so serious. They're all willingly participants in this thing. Alright. Last packs. Let's get into it. Like I said, if I pull a SAR, I will be quite fucking happy. That will make up for the crash outs I've had on the stream. Oh shit, whoops. Fucked up the pack. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. Alright, take those 2 out. They're all equally evil, let's be so serious. Impidimp, Lechonk. Dude, look at Lechonk. He's so chill. We got Cubone, Low Kicks. Have you read Staff Side yet? No, I have not. Combuskin, Golem, Cavalier. Ooh! Lily's Rabombi! Wait! Is this... Wait, what is this one? Wait! Wait, chat, we need to look at this. We need to look at the price on this. Is this an expensive one? Wait, what is... Oh, Lily's Clefairy is the most expensive one. Where is her Rabombi at? Where's that at? Oh. $6.75. I mean, it's a $7 card. That's not too bad. This is a nice card. Wait. Bro, chat. This is a cool card. This is sick. Alright. That's probably the best card we've gotten so far. Alright, 2 more. Alright. Let's see what we got. Audino, Comfy, Sentry. Oh, dude, look at Sentry. I like that Sentry card. Kufon, Chinchino, Maractus, Toad's Cool, Metapod, Lilligant, Snorlax. Bro, look at Snorlax. What a guy. Alright. Ending on N. If I pull this Zoroark card, bro, I think I'll lose it. I gotta clean this whole mess up after the stream. Alright. Take this out and take that out. Alright, here we go. Carablast. Torchic. Lilligant. Lowland Graveler. Chinchino. Toad's Cruel. Ends Darmanitan, that's kind of cool one. Ends PPF. Hobbsbag. And Among Us? Among Us? Among Us shot? That's crazy. Alright, I mean, we got some solid pulls from this box, I would say. I mean, let's see. We got... These are our hits. So we got 2 EX cards. We got Tapu Koko and Amoongus. We got the Dunsparce EX. That was the full art. And then we got the SAR Rabombi. Solid pulls. I'll take them. They're nice. Let's go. Amogus. Alright. Whoops. Alright. Let's get back to it. Oh, actually, let's see. Ken gets a whole character arc. Will we count that as a character? I don't know. Suicide question mark? I think we can I think this counts. I'm counting it. Did Hama say, I don't know. The motive is information. No. The killer accidentally kills. Yep. Hama says, did Hama say badass? I feel like he said badass 6 times. I'm counting it. Let's count it. Fuck it. And I think that's all of them. We learned more ultimates. We really didn't. Maya's a breakdown. And if you want to count it, maybe. No one got shot. Someone finds something important about Okazaki stole. No. Monomoko punished someone for breaking rules again. Don't think that happened. Motive is information. No, it's the lights. Wada toughens up. I don't know if I'd say that. Someone gets shot by the gun. No. Ojima steps up as a brother to Wada. Alright, we'll count that. Alright, so we only missed, like... Dude, we got, like, the triple bingo. That's crazy. Damn. Alright, let's continue.
I have something to tell you guys.
Fuck off, Hiroaki.
Honestly.
No, seriously. It's important.
Alright.
I didn't want to bring it up during the trial because I knew it would turn into a whole big thing.
Is he gonna mention about the wall
about
sidetracked underground?
And it's not good news. So, I wanted to hold off, but it's important. When Takeshi and I were investigating, a big chunk of the wall fell down. Like, the entire wall.
Wait, what?
Did you see outside?
The school's underground.
What?
We're underground. The wall came down and there was just rock.
Yeah.
We're underground. Nobody's going to find us.
That can't be right. The school's huge. How could they even... What?
I only know what I saw.
Then, if we're underground, the school can't be real, right? There's no school that's built entirely... That doesn't make sense. Did they build it just for us?
I already said. I don't know anything but what I saw. We're underground. That's all I've got. Yep. Nobody is going to find us.
Oh, I don't have my face cam. Whoops.
There's no way.
I'm going to bed.
Wait.
There's no way.
Go look upstairs if you don't believe me. I'm going to get some sleep.
I want to go see it.
Me too. Come on.
Yep. Go check it out.
Really, I can stay in my room. I'm alright. This isn't my first concussion by any means.
I want to keep an eye on you.
But I'm fine.
I'm just gonna tune you out every time you say that, since it's obviously bullshit.
I just got a bit dizzy during the trial. I'm okay now.
Just get in bed, dumbass.
Bro,
what
get in
about
bed,
you?
dumbass. Is
I'll just hang
crazy.
it on the floor.
That's absurd. I would never take your bed and leave you to sleep on the floor. That would be completely.
Shut up. Bed. Sleep. Bed. Good. Stay.
I'm staying. I'm staying.
Bro, she's talking to him like a
But
dog.
I think this is ridiculous.
Yeah, well, too bad.
I swear to God, if she says good boy, I'm gonna fucking lose it. She better not say that. I've been seeing that as like as like a rage bait thing recently. If you really want to rage bait someone badly, like all you gotta do is fucking say good boy, and it's like it's over. It's over. Not trying to give you guys advice on rage baiting, but you know, just something I've heard.
You okay?
What?
I mean, okay, well if it's a girl saying it to a guy, maybe it's a different story. But like, if it's a guy saying it to another guy, bro, easiest rage bait possible, dude.
Bro, are you all right?
Yeah. I'm good. Just a little shaken up.
If you need me, I'm here. You know that, right?
Pretty sure she knows that.
I really care about you.
Get some sleep. You're talking weird.
Right. Of course.
That's crazy. Carrying treats of her is insane.
I'm very sorry that you lost a friend.
You lost a friend too, no?
Just get some sleep.
Right. I will.
How many more episodes we got? Structural concerns.
Dr. Kuneyasu,
Manamoko.
I see your eye is healing well. Is Dr. Yonekuda in at the moment? I need to have a word with her.
She's talking with Khan. She's busy.
I'm afraid the
the
issue
fuck
I'd
outta
like
here,
to raise
Seki.
is rather pertinent.
Sucks for you, I guess. You're gonna have to wait until she gets back.
Were you monitoring today's trial?
I was. I saw you put them on the spot quite a few times.
I feel I handled the situation fairly well given the circumstances.
By the next game, you'll be ready for anything, huh?
Indeed.
Oh, great.
Moko?
Ah, Dr. Yonekuda. I'm
Dr.
actually
Bot,
here to
bruh.
speak with you about a rather pressing matter.
Go on then.
The school has been severely fire damaged. The building is crumbling.
Right.
Not only does this pose a serious risk to the student body, but it also raises some concerns over whether or not they'll be able to access the 4th floor.
I see.
I'm not sure how to proceed.
Well, as I see it, the game's almost over. We don't need to blow the rest of the budget on fixing up the school when they'll only be in it for a little while longer. Open up the 4th floor. If they want to see it, they'll risk the climb.
But if a student injures themselves in the process of navigating the school, won't we be liable? That seems like a disruption of the game.
I don't give
It's
a
not
shit.
like they'll die. At most, they'll get concussed like Student 16. I'm not worried.
Very well. I'll be
God, I
returning
hope
to
you
my
get concussed,
observation
bitch.
room now.
Honestly, go fuck yourself.
Are we not using the school for the next game then?
Shit. Good point.
Where's everyone going to go?
Fixing up the school isn't in the budget.
The next game.
We didn't exactly account for having to do repairs on that scale.
Then what do we do?
I'll think of something. We can't host a second game in a school that rundown. Either we fix it, or we'll move.
Move? Where the hell would we move to?
I already said I'll think of something.
Aye.
God, I hate you. You're a bum, Dr. Yonekura. Get the fuck off my screen. Thank you.
You're awake?
Couldn't sleep after the trial.
Tetro Blue.
Wait, you haven't slept all day?
Yep.
Everyone else has been out for hours.
Yep. Why are you even in here?
Huh?
You've been in your room.
We're
for
still going. Yeah, we're still going.
a
Wrapping up
week.
the chapter.
What brought you out?
Seeing the place with the lights on kind of creeped me out.
Huh?
I just didn't realize how much blood there was.
That was really stupid of you.
Huh?
That luminol thing, that was really stupid. What the hell were you thinking? You can't just let yourself go off the deep end just because Kamimura's dead. God, he'd be pissed about that whole trial though, wouldn't he? The school getting trashed, the chem lab getting totaled. He'd be livid. You don't talk much.
I just don't really have much to add.
So, who cares? I never have anything to add. I just talk anyway.
I know.
He's real for that.
It's called being open and sociable and cute.
And cute is crazy.
Can definitely think of a few words for it.
I don't know anything about you, Hasayama. Because you never talk. How the hell am I supposed to give a damn about you if you just sit there being quiet and boring and weird? I'm pretty sure the only reason you and Kamimura were even close is that you both never talked. You guys just stood there in the back of the group whispering to each other like creeps all the time. What did you even...
That's not why we were close. We were close because...
No, go on.
We were close because we got along really well. Our personalities just clicked. We liked some of the same stuff. We both weren't really into how energetic the group was. We both... I don't know. We both liked having our alone time, so we would just kind of have it together.
Right.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm not used to hearing you talk for this long.
But I talked a ton during the trial.
That's different.
Yeah, you locked
That's
in.
know-it-all, show-off Hasazama. That's Salvation Game Hasazama. I'm used to that Hasazama. I'm not used to hearing you just talk like a normal person for this long.
My name is Hasagawa. I know you know that.
Huh?
You called me Hasagawa during the trial. I know you know my name.
He's a rage baiter.
Why do you keep calling me other stuff?
Who cares? You're irrelevant. I'm not going to waste time committing your name to memory.
And there you go again. Back to normal. Figures.
What do you mean back to normal?
I mean that I don't get you. You get these weird little moments where you're an actual person, and then you just go back to being a complete... whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm going back to bed.
Hasagawa, wait.
Oh, now he says his real name. All right.
I'm in Ojima's room tonight. Take my room. It's clean.
I just don't understand you at all.
I know. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, good night.
Alright, is that the end for chapter 4? That's the end for chapter 4. Alright. Chat, let's talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. And I'm still in the cosplay. So, here is the dilemma, right? Here's what we got. We have, I want to say, I think that the series ends on Friday, if I'm correct. Here's what we're going to have to do. If we want to catch up by Friday before it ends, because personally, I would like to live stream the last episode with you guys. I would love to watch it with you guys all together. I think that I will stream tomorrow, and I'll stream until 2 p.m. And on Thursday, I might also try to stream to get, like... So you guys are getting 3 extra streams this week. Assuming I'm not busy and I can do that. How do we feel about that? Are you guys down for that so we can catch up and watch the last episode together? Because honestly, I think that's what we might do. I don't know the upload time because I'm not subscribed, and last time okay. Have a little unfortunate news to tell you guys. I did kind of know that Watari died this chapter because I got it spoiled. I knew because I saw the thumbnail or the names of the videos of you know, the investigation. It said something about the Phoenix or whatever. And I kind of realized, oh, it's fucking Watsuri that's dying. She's the only character that has to do with fire. Makes sense. So I had to unsubscribe from the channel. And I've been trying to not keep up, and I didn't want to get spoiled for anything else in the future. So that's, yeah. I was curious. I didn't know how she died. So part of me had a feeling it was going to be a fire, but I didn't know 100%. So I hate to let you guys know that, but yes, I did know that she died. I didn't know who the killer was. I just knew that she died. That's the only thing I got spoiled on. Just letting you guys know that. But like I said, we can do that the next few days. I don't know how long this current chapter is right now. I don't know if I should look. My biggest critique of this series is I really wish that they just would not spoil some of the events with the titles. Like how they'll name the execution of this and that. Like I think it would make sense if they called it Trial for Execution. I think of the victims. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like for the victim reveals, like they should just like put it in like episodes and not say victim number 5 reveal. Like I feel like it should just like be like a normal episode and then you run into it and it's like, oh, there we go, that person just died. I feel like that's my one critique with the series, is that it just, you know, yeah, like what they do for BDAs. And I feel like for the investigation episodes, it should be investigation chapter 4 and in the room. Like, I don't feel like it's just Von Style. She made it very clear she has zero intentions of changing it. And like, listen, I get it. I understand the whole thing of like, you know, having the stylistic title names. I like it. I do like it. Don't get me wrong, but it just sucks whenever you're subscribed to the channel and it's just like, oops, well, I'm not caught up, and I have to see the most recent videos called Investigation of the Burning Phoenix or something like that. Like, it sucks. It's just the one thing that I have to... And like I said, it's cutesy, I get it, I respect it. It just sucks from, like, I don't know, someone who's trying to catch up just getting spoiled. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Next few days, we're going to try to react to it. Like I said, I don't know how many episodes we are for each one. Can anyone... No, I like I said, I love how they sound, but I don't know, I don't like getting spoiled for it. Like, I'm afraid if I click on the channel right now, I'm gonna see, oh, Trial, Chapter 5, Investigation of the fucking child writer or something. Like I don't know, because I really feel like Ojima's gonna die. Chapter 5 is currently 6 hours. Okay, so, let's do a little looking. So, we have tomorrow. Tomorrow I can do a 3-hour stream, and Thursday we can do a 3-hour stream. And then we can do a... And then Friday we'll catch up, or we'll watch the last one. Chapter 5 is 105 videos right now. Okay. So yeah, how do we like that? Does that sound good to you guys? I think that's what we should do. Other thing I'm going to mention here while we still have people... You'll need 2 3-hour streams, which, yeah, we'll definitely have that. We'll have that kind of time. The other thing I wanted to mention, chat, is if you guys want to see me do more cosplay shit, I have put out my new tournament video that's going to be happening at some point. And this is including characters from multiple series. It's not just Danganronpa. I know a lot of you guys here are mainly here for Danganronpa, but I love other animes too, and I want to include them, and I want to do other cosplays. So, as of right now, we got Ulquiorra, we got Hidan, which, Hidan's not passing good. I fucking hate this bomb. I love his design, but I hate him as a character. Ulquiorra's goated. Crollo, it's kind of sad to see Crollo losing, because I feel like he'd be a nice one, but Kaneki's going to be nice, because I already have the wig for that. And I also just really like Kaneki. He's really cool. Chapter 3, dude. It was kind of... I'm not going to lie. It was kind of sad to see Griffith, like... There was people in the comment section that are like, who's Griffith? Chat, if you don't know who Griffith is, this guy is one of the most evil motherfuckers I've ever seen. Like, if you guys hate Okazaki, Bro, you would hate Griffith. Griffith is even worse, bro. This guy is a full-blown fucking evil piece of shit. Chozo from JJK is winning this one. Valid, I love Chozo. And then we got Hoen Kyoma from Steins Gate. Dude, I just finished Steins Gate a week or two ago. Really good series. You guys should watch it. It's a game too, so if you want to play the game, there you go. And then here's the 2 from today. Def the Kid from Soul Eater. Dude, I'm watching Soul Eater right now. This is the current anime I'm watching. Really good. I like it so far. Def the Kid is probably my favorite. He is probably my fucking favorite. I love his style. He's a funny character. Yeah, Okazaki's a saint compared to Griffith. Yeah, literally. And we got Shanks, which honestly, Shanks is like, he's a simple design. I don't know. I like Shanks, but... And then this is the most recent one from 3 hours ago. This started right before the stream. Yoshikage Kira from JoJo's and L from Death Note. Makes sense. I feel like more people probably know L from Death Note than they do Yoshikage Kira. But Yoshikage Kira is goated. Watch JoJo's if you haven't. Really good series. And yeah, there's gonna be, I'm thinking 32 characters in this. I'm not using the challenge RUM site for this, so I'm just kind of like making them with characters I wrote in my like notes app. So yeah, pretty much that's what we got going on. And this, like I said, this will be a video. I'm not going to do a stream for it. I am going to actually do a video for it, because last time I was feeling a little lazy. I'm feeling a little bit more motivated with content creation again, so that's what's up. And like I said, if you guys want to see more cosplays and shit like that, let me know. I will do it. I will try and do more. I think that's all I really want to say. I will tell you, there's 2 more Danganronpa characters that are going to be in these polls. And there's a bunch more characters from other series. So stay tuned. You'll get to see them when you do. I'm not gonna lie though, chat. I kind of hope a Danganronpa character doesn't win it. Even though I would kind of like to do Kokichi and the other 2, I kind of want to cosplay as a character from another series too. I feel like it'd be fun. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna end it here. I want to get changed out of the shit. I'm fucking sweating my ass off. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, drop a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't, and we'll be back tomorrow, and Thursday, and Friday, and yeah, be here. We're having fun. Enjoy the Discord too while you're at it. But anyway,